Let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're focusing on a fascinating and honestly incredibly vital topic, the nutritional toolkit for aging teeth. You know, as we get older, especially as we cross that 50-year mark, we're always thinking about our joints, right? Or our heart, or our brain. But what about our smiles? The biological reality is that decades of just natural wear and tear gradually thin out our enamel, making our teeth so much more vulnerable. But here's the good news. Nutrition plays a massive, yet frequently overlooked role in fortifying that enamel and maintaining our oral health as we age. We're going to break down the exact foods and daily habits that actually help support healthy teeth and gums for the long haul.
So have you noticed your teeth or gums feeling a bit more sensitive lately? If you're nodding along right now, you are definitely not alone. It's super common. A lot of times, naturally receding gums are the hidden culprit behind that new sensitivity, which makes our nutritional defenses even more crucial. But why does this really matter? Well, as we age, maintaining healthy teeth and gums isn't just about keeping a nice smile. It's a critical piece of our overall health. I mean, good oral health directly supports our ability to eat properly, speak clearly, and it fundamentally impacts our entire quality of life.
To get us there, here is our roadmap for today. We're breaking this down into 1. The aging smile, 2. Dental defense with dairy, 3. Produce for protection, 4. Power-packed proteins, 5. Daily habits for success, and finally, 6. Putting it all together. Let's get started.
Starting with Section 2, Dental Defense with Dairy. Subtitle, Building the Foundation.
To build a healthy aging smile, we really have to start at the foundation. And our very first foundational food is plain Greek yogurt. It's absolutely rich in calcium, protein, and live cultures. The key takeaway here is that calcium actively helps maintain normal teeth, while the protein supports your overall health. But, and this is a really vital caveat, you want to choose plain unsweetened yogurt whenever you can. We want those foundational building blocks without the added sugars. Why? Simply because sugar feeds the specific bacteria in your mouth that produce acids, and those acids actively destroy your aging enamel.
Our second foundational dairy food is cheese. Alongside calcium, cheese also gives us phosphorus. These are 2 incredibly important minerals for maintaining healthy teeth. But it gets better. Beyond just providing minerals, eating cheese actually stimulates your saliva production and helps raise the pH levels in your mouth. This literally neutralizes those cavity-causing acids we were just talking about. Now, as with all good things, context matters, right? You'll want to enjoy cheese in moderation as part of a balanced diet. And depending on your own dietary needs, looking for lower sodium options might be a really smart move.
Moving right along to Section 3, Produce for Protection, subtitle, Nature's Cleansers.
First up in this protective category, we've got leafy greens. We're talking spinach, kale, all those good things. They are absolute powerhouses packed with calcium, vitamin C, vitamin K, and a whole bunch of antioxidants. What makes them so fantastic for an aging diet is that they don't just nourish you, they actually clean. Because these greens require a lot of chewing, they act like a gentle, natural toothbrush. They stimulate saliva and scrub away food particles without leaving any of that sticky residue behind. Plus, they're ridiculously easy to add to your day. Just toss a handful into a salad, blend them up in a smoothie, or stir them into whatever soup you're making.
Now this brings us to a really important distinction: whole apples versus fruit juice. Whole apples are naturally crunchy, and they provide beneficial fiber right alongside vitamin C. When we compare that to fruit juice, the whole fruit is pretty much always the healthier choice, simply because juice totally lacks that essential fiber. To stick with our cleansing idea here, think about how that natural crunch of a whole apple actually stimulates your gums, whereas drinking juice just bathes your teeth in concentrated natural sugars. That natural crunch is what we want. But hey, quick reminder, even if you're eating healthy, crunchy foods like apples, you absolutely still need to brush your teeth regularly. Carrots are our next protective food, and they trigger a truly fascinating biological sequence in the body. When you eat raw carrots, which by the way are a wonderfully satisfying snack, you're taking in a super rich source of beta-carotene. That's step 1. Step 2, your body takes that beta-carotene and actively converts it into vitamin A. And then step 3 is where the dental magic actually happens. That vitamin A directly contributes to maintaining normal mucous membranes. And yes, that includes the incredibly important mucous membranes right inside your mouth. Next up, Section 4, Power-Packed Proteins. Subtitle, The Fortifiers. Think of these foods as the fortifiers of your dental toolkit. To really understand our next food, we first have to talk about vitamin D. Vitamin D is a nutrient that helps your body absorb calcium. It's essentially the key that unlocks calcium's potential, which directly contributes to maintaining normal teeth. And one of the absolute best sources for this, salmon. Salmon gives you that vital vitamin D right alongside high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids. So, the magic number you want to keep in mind here is 2. You should aim for 2 servings of fatty fish, like salmon, every week, assuming, of course, that fits into your personal diet. It's a really simple target that packs a major nutritional punch for your oral health. Not only are you getting that vitamin D, but those omega-3s act as powerful anti-inflammatories. That is fantastic for calming down aging, sensitive gums. Rounding out our fortifying proteins, we have almonds. Almonds pack a seriously incredible nutrient profile. We're talking rich in calcium, vitamin E, magnesium, and healthy fats. Just a small handful makes for a highly nutritious snack that has almost 0 added sugar. Oh, and this is important. Always try to opt for the unsalted variety whenever you can. That just helps keep your overall diet balanced and your sodium levels in check.
Okay, moving to Section 5, Daily Habits for Success. Subtitle, The Maintenance Manual.
Look, we've built a fantastic nutritional toolkit today, but nutrition is really only one piece of the oral health puzzle. You can't just eat your way to perfect teeth. You need these simple habits to back it all up. Think of this as your daily maintenance manual. For daily care, you've got to brush twice a day with fluoride toothpaste and floss every single day to catch whatever the brush misses. Hydration is key too, so drink plenty of water, and you absolutely have to limit sugary snacks and drinks to starve those acid-producing bacteria we mentioned earlier. For the long term, avoid tobacco products completely and see your dentist regularly. Oh, and here's one a lot of us forget. Replace your toothbrush every 3 to 4 months. Frayed bristles just can't clean effectively, and honestly, they end up harboring old bacteria.
Finally, Section 6, Putting It All Together. Subtitle, Summary and Next Steps.
It's so important to remember that no single food is going to magically prevent cavities or stop gum disease all on its own. The absolute best approach is combining a balanced diet with rigorous daily oral hygiene and regular professional care. Let's do a really quick recap of the toolkit we built. We've got our foundation builders, like plain Greek yogurt and cheese, providing calcium, phosphorus, and balancing our mouth's pH. Then, nature's cleansers, the leafy greens, apples, and carrots, physically scrubbing our teeth and delivering vitamins C, K, and A. And finally, our fortifiers, salmon and almonds, locking it all in with vitamin D, magnesium, and those soothing omega-3s. It's just a fantastic, well-rounded toolkit.
Now, a brief but super important note before we wrap up. This explainer is strictly for educational and informational purposes, not medical advice. It's not meant to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. If you are experiencing any of these warning signs, things like persistent tooth pain, bleeding gums, loose teeth, or sudden swelling, please do not wait. Go ahead and schedule an appointment with your dentist promptly. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional for personalized advice.
And that brings us to the end of our explainer. We've looked at the data, we've broken down the categories, and we now know for sure that nutrition is a massive piece of the healthy aging puzzle for our teeth and gums. So the only question left for you is, which of these 7 incredible nutrient-dense foods are you going to add to your plate today? Thanks so much for joining me, and keep learning.